Alright, so what's been going on? Alright, I'm going to be recording myself and then doing footage in the background. So, if if I do something in this video like find diamonds, and I don't comment on it because I'm not recording this as I play, um, though it would be cool if I could find diamonds, though it probably won't happen. I'm also going to probably have done some things off screen just to save some time because nobody really likes to see those things. Um, but yeah, so weekly update. Um, I technically I moved in here on a Wednesday, so I'm not sure what week it is officially. You'll probably figure it out depending on what I title this video. But yeah, calculus test. Yeah, no, that 90 didn't happen. So yeah, that no, just just no. And then a few hours after that, we had a chem test. I didn't do so bad on that, though I won't know the results for a few days, but it shouldn't take long because that was Scantron. But yeah, the calc test, though, that was awfully brutal. Um, Given when I first did it over the summer, like math was still fresh in my head because school had only just ended, and I used the calculator in my formula packet for that. But now that I'm actually here, we are not allowed calculators. The formula packet I was okay with. There were only a few things like um, double angle theorems from Trig that I didn't fully memorize, and surface area. I'm not too familiar with surface area. We never did a lot of geometry. Actually, yeah, geometry was like a sophomore thing in high school, or was that freshman? I don't remember. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, so like yeah, so my score dropped from the initial assessment, and I only just now managed to bring it back up to what it was. Now that I'm used to not using the calculator, but that's still not high enough to get it. So it's going to go in as a 0 in the grade book, despite I actually got a score. But I don't know. It's only worth 10% of my grade, you know. It may or may not affect my chances of passing the class. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do all the homework from now on. But yeah, so quick channel update. What I'm planning on doing for the next few weeks are gonna be a few game marathons. Mostly just because I've been in the mood to play Skyrim in my spare time, but I can't. So I've been playing a lot of New Vegas instead. The reason why I'm not recording New Vegas is because I actually enjoy New Vegas, and not to say I don't enjoy Skyrim or anything else that I'm recording, but I don't want it to feel like a chore. And besides, most of the time I'm just wandering the wasteland, and not it takes me about an hour to do a single quest. So not granted, Skyrim's probably going to go around the same way, so I didn't want to do two similar games. So I really wanted, even though I did plan on recording Fallout in it originally, um, you may have noticed that I'm doing Metro. So I figured post-apocalyptic world will, like, both are post-apocalyptic, so it will make up for the lack of Fallout. And Metro is a lot more linear, and it has a really good story in comparison to Fallout, where yeah, there's a story, but you can get sidetracked so easily. So Metro, it'll definitely be a shorter series, given Skyrim's pretty much going to run on for almost forever. And so the idea of the marathon is just for 1 week I would do nothing but play one game, release a video a day. So the first week is probably going to be Skyrim, just because I have a video, like a Skyrim video already uploaded. It just hasn't been made public yet. Um, though, and maybe the week after I'm going to continue on with Dishonored. So we'll see, depending on, like, I don't remember what I have queued. So this week will be a normal week. Um, I do believe I have another Dishonored. I have another Castaway coming up, and plus this video. So depending on how my schedule for this week works, I'll be uploading those as I see fit. No, this week shouldn't be too bad because the bridge that we had to build in for engineering last week was what took up most of my spare time. But now that we're not working on a specific project this week, I do have more spare time. Even though, no, not tomorrow, but there's quite a few club things going on. Like I have computer club this Wednesday. Um, there have been people that have been asking me to join IEEE, even though I'm not sure if I want to do electrical engineering, because that's what IEEE is aimed mostly towards. I'll probably go to a meeting or two and check it out. And then I also have people wanting me to join Global. I'm not sure if it's medical or environmental brigades. I'm pretty sure it's an eco thing, like a go green type club. So I'm pretty sure it's environmental brigade. Not entirely too sure. Um, and then those are all on different days. So depending on how my schedule works, and then Wednesday's also the job fair, and so I'm gonna talk to companies to see if I can land an internship. Wish me luck. Um, yeah. What else has been going? Chemistry. Chemistry's been going okay. Like it's an online class. It could always be worse. Um, I keep talking to my friends about scheduling a Doctor Who marathon, and that just perpetually keeps getting pushed back, like everything else. Mostly because we're engineers, and engineers have no spare time. Um, Even though I somehow manage to have spare time, or either that, or I just procrastinate on things and make up time for things. Um, yeah, no, no. I arguably, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be taking a nap right now. So this is my spare time, arguably. Um, I did not mention that to my mom yet, but if you're listening, I'm planning a trip home end of this month, like the very first week of October, that weekend. I think it's the week of the third or the sixth that I'm planning. Not entirely. I don't remember off the top of my head. I need to look at a calendar. But yeah, so planning a trip home, um, which means I'm gonna need gas money because gas is expensive and my bank account is really hurting. Um, which reminds me, I need a job. Still putting in applications. Probably going to go around after I finish recording this to go look around some more. The school offers some jobs, so I'm going to see if there's still openings and things. Um, yeah, the other day we had an impromptu party in the study lounge, like because we like I went off campus to do some things, and by the time with my roommates, and so by the time we got back, it was like 11. So we ended up staying in the study lounge till about midnight, and there's like cookie cake in there because it was one of my friends' dad's birthdays, and for some odd reason he had cookie cake, which was delicious, like ridiculously delicious. Um, like towards the end of the party, we were just on so much sugar that if an RA came in and asked us what we were doing, they'd probably think we were on drugs, which we weren't, even though I did have a Malta in my hand. And unless you look at the label, you would assume it was beer. But it does clearly say on the bottle, non-alcoholic. So, yeah. Like, one of my, not my roommate, but my suite mate, he has an obsession for things in glass bottles. So he has a bunch of, like, Coke and root beer and stuff in glass bottles. Not that I can blame him. Things in, like, drinks in glass bottles are amazing. Um, not using that as an excuse to drink beer, because beer is rather bitter. And speaking of alcohol, they did have a rum cake, which it was okay, but then it wasn't consistent. So some of the parts had too much rum, and it was very bitter and not. I don't. It's hard to explain the taste of rum unless you've had rum. Not saying I've had rum, but I've had rum desserts before. So, um, yeah, and then we also, aside from the Malta, we also had like sparkling grape juice and stuff like that. So yeah, it totally looks like we had alcohol, but we don't. Um, let's see, did I miss anything on my list? But yeah, so as you can see, I'm slowly starting to make friends. That's always a plus. Um, Unofficially, I am now a part of the paintball club. Like, I'm not going to say that I'm a part of the team because I don't go to practices, but I did join the club. So yeah, part of my trip home is to go ahead and pick up my gear, because now I know where to keep it on campus without getting in trouble. And yeah, stuff. So yeah, that's my weekly update for this week. Um, yeah, stuff. I don't. I'm just gonna ramble for a bit. I'm getting better at talking. Quite enjoying this. Um, but yeah, that not much has really happened. Well, a lot of things have happened. Like, I'm finding myself to be in my room less and less as school progresses, just because there are people that I'm studying with. Like, I'm actually studying. If anyone that knows me personally, I don't study, and I'm actually studying for things. So that's taking up a lot of time that normally I'd be in my room just doing nothing or playing a video game or just browsing YouTube. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying, like, I'm actually working towards my schoolwork and all those things. Granted, I am paying for college now with assistance from my loving mother. Um, and financial aid. Financial aid's also a big part of this. But yeah, so, oh, like, yeah, I figured if it's coming out of my pocket eventually, because I eventually will have to pay my mom back. Um, yeah, given that it is coming out of my pocket, figured might as well work my best, work my hardest, and do everything that I'm supposed to. Make people proud, you know? So yeah, that's it for this week. Talk to y'all later.